Yeah.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another one of these. And we're finally doing the season finale of the Bad Batch. We're here with Luke, Art by AK, Sci-Fi Unchained, as well as Iron Inquisitor, and hopefully Jedi Knight's going to be coming here as well. So, say hi, everyone.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, friends.
All right. Well,
How is everyone doing?
now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get straight into the episode. So Luke, before you load that thing up and everything, do you guys have anything to say about the episode overall, or just the entire season overall? What would you say about it?
Is that it?
Well, for the episode,
let's just stick to
it was
the
exciting.
episode
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
It was exciting. The most exciting part for me was, like the facility's falling apart. They're all struggling to get around, but it was pretty underwhelming.
The most exciting part of this episode was us possibly getting Mount Tantus at the end of the episode.
Oh yeah.
And I think it would have been a really cool moment to see like a young Dr. Pershing, like a cloner in training or something. That would have been fun. If they're going to lean into new Disney Star Wars, may as well just go full hog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine. Yeah, go on.
Everything else about this episode was just. I rescinded my calling Bad Batch some of the best Disney Star Wars that we've gotten now. It's some of the best animation we've gotten by far, and
for sure.
I understand that. It is. You're right, Ty Thompson. It is only the first season. However, this is a first season coming from a team of writers and animators that have cut their teeth on Clone Wars and Rebels as well. So they should know what we want. They should know.
They've been doing this for over 10 years. So yeah.
They should know what works and what doesn't work. And I mean, I can only criticize them so far because, these are Star Wars writers. But this felt like a mid-season finale.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This did not feel like something worthy of,
a finale. Definitely.
Yeah.
To me, it actually felt more like a filler than anything.
Exactly, man. Like it felt like a mid-season finale rather than a season finale. If you know what I mean.
Not even that type. Like last episode before was more of like a finale or season finale. It would be better to finish on a high note. Like
and I would have also loved to have seen an extra 20 minutes onto this.
Oh yeah.
I actually thought about something. We all thought, but I thought we said we would like the show to have 22 episodes. But when you factor in the first episode, that was like 3 episodes, and like 3 or 4 minutes longer per episode, it's 25, 26 episodes per episode. When you get all of that together, it's like you get a show of 22 episodes in a season. 20 minutes.
The thing is, if this was the George Lucas era, we would have gotten the full 22 episode season, definitely.
Yeah, of course we would.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I don't think that they realized what they did whenever they set us up with that first episode, because now a precedent is set and there are some expectations.
Oh yeah.
And there were a few episodes along the season that met those expectations. I would hazard to say that a good half of them did not.
The fillers, you mean?
Uh-huh.
The sad part is the only episodes I remember from the entire show vaguely is the episode 1, and then maybe episode 15. Like the rest of the episodes, they're not memorable.
I don't know. To me, I like the Ryloth ones. Those were pretty enjoyable, like the 2-episode arc.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like those quite a bit, and I think one of the best ones to me would be when we saw the Clone Commandos in episode 14. I really enjoyed that one with the TK troopers.
Mm-hmm.
Design was so good. Also, that one episode where they were on Braca with
Yeah, when they were
moving
moving the chips.
With
Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah,
That was great.
that was good.
One question. Weren't the Commandos in episode 15?
No, 14.
Aha. Sorry, I got episodes wrong then.
I'm actually curious what Logan thought about the Clone Commandos and Scorch and everything, because you weren't here then.
I really liked seeing them. I really wanted to see more of them in the Clone Wars, right? Which I think would have been very appropriate.
Oh yeah.
Though now we can have the Imperial Commandos, and I'm really hoping that's something that they capitalize on, and realize that Clone Wars had this huge missed opportunity. So if we get the Imperial Commandos now, I think it would more than make up for the losses that we had prior. Have we gotten confirmation that was in fact Scorch?
I mean,
It says on Wikipedia,
him.
but you know.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much confirmed then.
Okay. So
The thing is, honestly, even
That's
if
pretty
it
cool.
is or isn't, doesn't matter. If you like it, I guess it is then, you know.
You know, the fact that they included him, I think they should have used him in the season finale, if you know what I mean. Like, instead
Yeah,
of the Venators
is-
blowing up Tapoka City, like, maybe they should be chasing them around or something. I don't know. Like, but I think they should have been used a bit more, if you know what I mean.
Well, they did get more time than in Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Yeah.
us in like 10 seconds, even less.
I
Here, we had like 2 or 3 minutes.
the destruction of Tapoka City raises a unspoken question that not only plagues Star Wars, I think, but most large sci-fi shows, right? Like are they saying Tapoka City was the only Kaminoan city of note on the planet? Because this is a planet, and that's one location. Is that all that? Like, shouldn't those 3 Venators have cruised around the planet, blowing up cities?
Yeah, they actually said in the last episode that it was like all of them were destroyed. I don't know if they only meant Tapoka City or what, but the thing is, like Force Unleashed 2, Tamira City, that's where everything happens at, you know. It's not Tapoka City, so there are more than one, definitely, you know. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, only Tapoka City is destroyed, and there are a few more.
I mean, there is always a possibility of the hidden entrances. It's Kaminoans, after all. They're the people who actually made all of that. I wouldn't be surprised if they had that hidden city like the Gungans did on Naboo, underwater.
Yeah,
Not their
I mean, if there was
original
that
city,
tunnel
but,
that was hidden,
made.
that makes sense.
The question that I'm pondering is one of scale, right? Because it's unrealistically small, the amount of cities and people of note and the armies and everything of note. They're unrealistically small, because take Phantom Menace, for instance. That was all of the Gungan army from an entire planet.
I think it was actually just from the one city.
Then why wasn't there more? Why couldn't we have gotten more? And did the Federation strangle holding the capital city of Theed stop the entire blood flow of the planet, like the whole planet? Because that seems very unlikely, especially for like a Type 1 civilization, or type
Sure.
what would they be? Type 2, Type 3? I don't know. But
I mean, we can say that Federation actually it went all out in the Naboo and conquered it
Yeah,
in
if you play
minutes.
Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, it kind of expands upon their invasion of Naboo.
I remember Galactic Battlegrounds. That was a stupid fun game.
Hell yeah.
The game was awesome. But it's something that I really like falling back on the novels to kind of answer, because they delve deep into what actually goes on in, say, blockading or invading or defending an entire
true.
planet, which we don't get in the shows, comics, or movies. We just get a focal point on one planet, right?
You actually got the closest thing to invasion after Naboo, like full-on invasion, was in Clone Wars, like on Beira, I think. The gigantic space battle and Coruscant. Like full-on blockades and everything after Naboo and Phantom Menace.
So what did we think of the season overall? Because I'll give this first season an 8 out of 10.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess I would say the same.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
say
as
7.
somebody, a lot of people mentioned in the comments, like it's only the first season, so there's a lot of there's a lot of room to make it better, if you know what I mean.
That's true that it was only the first season, but I feel like that's a very paper thin defense.
I mean, after the ending of the Clone Wars,
Because we're
after that, and
right.
even the Rebels ending of season 4 was actually kind of nice. Start to show that you have full on the entire period after episode 3. It's touched on a little bit in comics. Next to that, almost nothing is touched. You have this like gap, at least for 3 to 4 years until Stormtroopers roll in indefinite, and you don't use it to its full potential.
Agreed.
mhm.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
we never saw a familiar battalion, legion, nothing
Mhm.
in the Imperial era. Which
Yeah, it
sucks.
looks like they never expanded upon that, which is really sad. Like there's so much
Yeah, missed
potential to
opportunity.
explore there. Yeah, exactly.
Even more clones who actually defected.
Like they literally barely scratched the surface with like including the mortar trooper, like and the Mandalorian, and the flame trooper as well.
Yeah, but that's completely different to this. You can't
I
really
know.
compare it.
But still, like it's barely scratching the surface. All right, so before I start scrolling through the episode, just tell me if you guys can see the screen.
Yeah, we can
What?
see it.
Okay, nice. All right, let's get into
I
it.
mean,
then.
I can see it. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
The thing is, I honestly don't know what to talk about in this episode. You can just go on skipping through it or whatever.
Yeah,
if
that's
anyone wants to
exactly what
stop.
I'm going to keep
Because
doing.
basically, there is nothing to talk about. It's look, they escaped Kamino in the end.
Yeah,
Great.
that's literally the entire episode, pretty much.
Now, I do appreciate what these last 2 episodes did. In a, how do you put this? In a sense that we are very much now in the dark times, and we're we're destroying Kamino. We're destroying Tapoka City, where what has been a focal point for Star Wars in general for almost 20 years, right? So we are firmly now moving on to the next era in the Star Wars timeline. That's where our focus is going to be for however long, maybe another 20 years.
It's just a bit sad because we started with originals like episodes 4, 5, 6. Then we get prequels, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we get Clone Wars. Then we lose Clone Wars. We get Rebels. And so much Empire era content like 4, 5, 6. Then we get a little bit of Clone Wars back, and there is the entire time period to explore and everything. I mean, in Legends we had around 15 years of content for Empire and after Empire, after Yavin, not Yavin, the Endor, and we had so much, and then we get this Clone Wars. It's amazing, and then we lose it, and they again go back to Empire. And,
yeah.
Like
But
they're
at least-
trying to remove Clone Wars altogether.
What do you think about the Bad Batch? Did they move on from the Clone Wars era a bit too quickly?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In less than a year, basically. It's still
Literally.
19 BBY, and they moved on from the clones too quickly. Like
It should have been at least 2 years or so. I don't know.
I mean, I see the reason why would they do that, but for the clones, that's just a bit sad because we won't get them anymore.
I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see plenty of clones still, but they're not gonna be the main troopers, which is gonna suck.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're going to keep
And
seeing
we
the
won't-
TK troopers.
And we won't get to see clones doing what they did for the clone era, like gigantic battles and everything. That time is past. Even in the Empire era, we never actually got full-on battles like we got in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, so regarding the TK troopers, what do you think? Do you think they're going to go with another extra variant, like in between to when they pass over to the regular stormtrooper, or
Looks
are
like-
they going to just going to go with the regular stormtrooper, like in season 2? Switch it up.
No,
I
it's
mean,
probably gonna be about a few more seasons of this, but I'm guessing there's gonna be like
Another in between variant, like between.
yeah, just like the
I
ARC
think-
troopers were a
Yeah.
1.5 variant.
Yeah.
in the Clone
I
Wars.
actually,
Yeah, we could see that.
I actually think I doubt they did only Ralph McCord did only just one type of sketches for Stormtroopers. This is just one type. I bet he did way more, and I think they will use something from him again, like in between.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Jedi Knight's in.
Oh, let's go ahead and add him. Can you add him,
Oh,
or
yeah.
should I?
I did.
All right, cool. Well, hello there, good sir. How's it going?
He's here, but he's not here. Okay.
All right, let's keep it
Wrong
rolling.
silent type.
Yeah.
This is just sad seeing the entire city just go down.
The thing is,
Yeah.
Kamino was one of my favorite planets, along with Tatooine. But
The thing is, it just looks so small when it's falling down. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, from a distance,
Yeah.
especially.
I think we talked about this last week, briefly though. It's very sad to watch Kamino fall, since my favorite episode is ARC Troopers from the Clone Wars.
And
When
Clone
you're watching
Cadets,
them defend it.
admit it.
I mean, who doesn't love Clone Cadet?
Yeah. I think those two just go as a package.
And I think episode 5 from season 1, when Rex and Cody go and first time meet, heavy echo and 5s.
Yeah, when they go to the outpost.
Yeah, it goes as a trilogy, basically. You have Clone Cadets, Rookies, and then ARC Troopers. And even the names match up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I think the chief thing that Bad Batch did overall in this season is open up a lot of doors to possibilities, right? Avenues of exploration. So
True.
they now have contact and established ties to former separatist leadership. They've stuck their toe in the proverbial criminal underworld waters, right? Not just with Sid, but with that Daveronian guy with the pikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they cutting off his horn, by the way, made me think of Vizago from Rebels and think, well, maybe this is something that could be like a kind of a cool sidebar, right? This is how Daveronians display that they've dishonored a business transaction or their family or organization or something, they get dehorned. That could be just some interesting little bit of side lore. So I thought that was worth possible future exploration. I also saw this as a perfect opportunity to, if we are moving into the dark times like we are, exploring some of the things we've never seen before, right? The Bothan spy network, getting them to maybe go to Kuat for some, maybe they have to steal some plans for Bail Organa, right? So he can smuggle them to Garmbel Iblis, so he can know how to defeat the Empire's new war machines or something. There was just so many possibilities for them to run down, and I don't think they're being radical and reckless with these decisions that they're making for the episodes. I think they're being very careful, and I don't know if I like that.
The thing is, one of the things that really generally pissed me off in regards to Disney Star Wars is how careful they are about
The thing is, how many years has it been since they bought Star Wars? Like,
Almost
how
10
long
years.
does it? How much time does it take for them
2012.
Yeah, the thing is, like, how much time is it going to take for them to relax and start doing,
Cool
some
shit.
more, some more dramatic things, not just,
The thing is, they did the sequel trilogy, and it was dramatic and shit. That's
yeah,
the
but
thing.
it wasn't dramatic in a good way.
Dramatic in all the wrong ways.
No, the thing is,
Yeah.
they seem to be still holding back content. Like we talked. This is the 16th stream we did in regards to this. Most of them are unlisted, but you can find them in the playlists on the channel. The thing is, we talked about so many theories, ideas on what could happen, who could show up, and everything. And I'm guessing most people would love to see, let's say, the most popular fan theory is Cody, or seeing the 501st, or seeing some, colored armor troopers from, the Clone Wars still wearing them, not being completely white and everything. And nothing. They did none of it, basically. Yet it's so simple to satisfy us, I'd say. It's not that complicated.
Pretty
and it feels
much.
like they're holding back for no reason at all. I don't know.
Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure the only clone trooper that was painted was Hauser, right? Like, the rest of them were just white. I didn't see
from
like
what I
the
can
Legion
remember.
battalion and anything. Like,
No, if you count Scorch, then you also have him. And I mean,
yeah, but that's just one guy,
technically you have Commander Grey, but it's still Clone Wars. Then the first episode.
Yeah, but you have Coruscant Guard. Clone Wars is over then.
Oh yeah,
You get Kamino and Special Forces or Police or whatever you call them.
But it's still the first episode, though. It's still not the
I know.
Imperial era.
Like, it's just sad. I think they moved too fast into the Empire era. If they gave us a bit more like Clone Wars time, like at least season 1, be like Clone Wars, like their last few missions, like 2 or 3 missions, like 4 episode arcs, and then season finale to be like Order 66, squad breaking up. That would have been way better because
It's not a bad idea.
We would get the characters to know them way better. It would build stakes even higher. Like this, it somehow felt forced that Crosshair left in like episode 1. They have to run. They become bounty hunters like in episode 2. No, episode 3. It was forced.
The thing is, I think there's just too many Sid jobs, if you know what I mean.
That sounds dirty.
Unnecessary, honestly.
It's like monster of the week. You defeat this monster. Oh, the next week, the new monster comes.
You know what I really expected in the season finale? For Rex to show up at least. because in the end, no one showed up from the characters that we already seen and know or whatever. There was no big reveal or something, at the end. I mean, except for Crosshair, that he already removed his chip or whatever. But
Maybe.
am I the only one who's curious to what happened to Gregor? Like, they rescued him, and then suddenly you don't see him in the next episode. And if you guys remember, in episode 14, Rex was kind of in a hurry, like he was in trouble, and we got nothing to bring.
And there you go again with the Disney stuff, with like holding back stuff.
Because with regards to that, over the past year, I've been reading more of the post-Return of the Jedi books, and each book, at least most of them, felt like they had a galaxy-spanning consequences, and that's what made them exciting.
Yeah, and then you get this, which you get none of that here. So,
yeah, the EU was amazingly, despite how much the articles and the bullshit websites and how that went, shat all over the EU for years, simply pandering to Disney. No matter how much they did that, the EU's continuity in general is absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal when you look at it. It's
100%.
It's so well connected throughout the games, books, shows, everything, novels, comics. It was unbelievable.
Indeed.
And the thing is, it's kind of an expected reaction, because like when you come from Legends into canon, and like you're expecting way more than you get, and then when you see this and you go like, is this it?
100%. Well,
even Clone Wars and Rebels gave us, those galaxy spanning, consequences and stuff.
I mean, Clone Wars, but Rebels.
They did.
Much.
I mean,
Rebels
I agree.
Like especially Clone Wars.
Yeah, but Clone Wars was still, I'd call that the George Lucas era Star
Indeed.
Wars.
It was still with him in charge. So
and it's
For the
still
majority
EU,
of it, yeah.
technically.
Yep.
Clone Wars is still EU in a way.
I mean, he made episodes like he wanted. I remember I watched some interview a long time ago. He watched Seven Samurai, and he was like, "Let's make an episode about Seven Samurai." He watched Godzilla. Let's try to make a Zillow beast run through Coruscant. Like those little things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have to get out of here, guys, but I'll leave with this comment. I want this second season, the Andor series, whatever else we get for the new Disney Star Wars Dark Times era Star Wars, I want it to be absolutely just brutal and bloodthirsty and cold, and just like Admiral Rampart pretty much executing the leader of an entire species and saying, "Nah, I don't need a politician, but a scientist. I could use you." And
Do you think we killed him, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they killed him.
I mean,
They
Empire.
They slaughtered that Awahi bait. Oh yeah. but I gotta get out of here, guys. Gotta get back to work. But thanks for having me back on. I'll continue to listen throughout
Definitely, man. It was a pleasure.
Hey guys,
man.
take care, man.
I'll hit you guys later. I'll hit you guys up later. All right. But for now, live long and prosper, and may the force be with you all.
Indeed.
Yeah, mate.
Well, have a good one.
All the best.
You there, Jedi Knight?
Yeah, sorry, just time
Made it
has
to the
not
very
been-
end, huh?
time has not been on my side recently this past week.
That's okay.
Oh, same here.
I know the feel.
I know
And-
too.
I was gonna tell Logan before he left, you missed the chance to eviscerate my horrible drawings.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for him to do that, so don't worry about it.
Oh well,
If you
next
made
one.
any new ones,
We'll figure
we can-
something out.
We can do it all together,
Yeah, like I need it. Anyways, what
I
I
don't
missed,
think it's a good idea to do that with me.
what I was gonna say, what I miss.
So, what did you guys think? Did you think Crosshair was going to leave with them, or like no?
At
I actually thought it
first,
was.
Yes.
I thought he was
Oh.
going to die.
I was both.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to die or get killed or something.
Yeah, like you remember when Omega was sinking, I thought, like he'd try to go down and save her and then he'd die, but or something like that.
But why would he go down when he's got the
Yeah.
rope?
True. But then that happened. I was like, oh.
Like I was shooting him in the head. Come on.
And now we get to this.
You know
I mean,
what?
imagine if the season actually ended with Crosshair shooting Hunter in the back of the head. And then he being taken out by Wrecker, Echo, and Tech.
I think that's a bit too much for season 1.
I mean, why?
The thing is, that's too much in general for them. They used to be a team. It should have never happened, honestly. But in regards to this last scene, I'd say,
So what do you guys think about the base here, the design of it?
I think it would be cool if it was Mount Tentis on the Wayland.
Looks like Mount
That way
Tentis.
you could connect it to Legends if you wanted,
That's what that's what I'm aiming at. Like that could be on the on-screen Wayland from Heir to the Empire. Well, actually, it's the Last Command, right? Or Dark Force Rising. I don't know where it appears specifically.
just a
It
Throne
appeared
shield
in the first book. Yeah, because
It-
early on, after they get the Salamiri,
yeah. Sparty,
Thrawn
Conan,
and Pelion
Cylinder.
go there to face the Guardian.
Who was the Guardian before Sabayoth?
He actually was the Guardian. He was just, insane. So he thought he was because he still thinks he's the Jedi Master. He's
Yeah, 'cause,
cloned from.
When he says that line of when Thrawn says that line, has that interaction with him, he's like, I see, so he is dead. And then Sabayoth says, yes, I killed him. And all that. I thought there was another Guardian before him.
That's
No,
the
he was the
Crosshair
Guardian.
one.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
he's the new one, right?
I'll have to look into it again.
I could have sworn there was another before Sabayoth.
Yeah. I think there was one before him. You know,
Hey,
what would be
people-
cool? If we saw Jorah Sabayoth here, like the clone, his clone growing or something like that, an Easter egg. I'd love that.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. So what do you
Yes.
guys think they will do with this?
I absolutely have no idea, but you know what I'm hoping doesn't happen?
Hmm?
I really wish that they don't connect it to the Mandalorian, because this woman here has the same uniform as Dr. Pershing, as they call him, from the Mandalorian,
Uh-huh.
So I'm just hoping that they don't start connecting it to the Snoke bullshit like they did in the Mandalorian and that crap.
Yeah, I kind of had the same feeling they might do that.
I'd rather that this series just ignores the Mandalorian completely as much as it ignores the sequels.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm starting to see evidence that the sequels are probably going to be decanonized and the writing's on the wall for those 3 movies at this point. I'm starting to think that their evidence may be true, but we're still going to have to take it with a pinch of salt.
Honestly, I stopped caring a long time ago. To me, they're not canon anyway, so it doesn't matter to me what they say, official or not.
Not to me.
You know what's funny? I have my own headcanon regarding the sequels, like my own versions of the sequels I'm coming up with, and that's going to be my headcanon for canon.
Nice. I think we all
that's
did that.
Who whistled?
You know what I really like? I remember about 5-6 years ago when The Force Awakens came out, and when me and Todd came up with the concept of headcanon and shared it on the channel or whatever. I like that a lot of people eventually adopted their own stuff in regarding to that. Because when we did it back then, we felt really alone in regards to headcanon stuff. People shut all over us when it came to that. Like, you can't do that. Who gave you the right? Blah, blah, blah. And now everyone has one.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Headcanon is the way to go.
Yeah. Everyone has one, and I love it. And except for Matt Wilkins, he's just full EU. Gotta respect that as well.
Yeah.
He is a classic
You
EU
can have-
guy.
Yep. You can have multiple headcanons.
Huh?
And that's exactly what we do have. Like, we got a main hand cannon, you know,
Secondary
it goes-
headcanon as well.
Exactly. The second one is like when we count stuff after episode 6,
But EU only.
the EU stuff. Yeah.
Although we're mixing, it's same. The secondary headcanon, what I would call it, is the same as the first one with, Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Fallen Order, Rogue One, whatever. But just counting the EU after episode 6. But it's a fun thing,
You know what I think would be cool? What if they did an entire series based on the life of Orson Krennic?
Nah, please don't.
And his achievements.
That's annoying in the Rogue One, to be honest.
I think we're actually we're gonna see him in the Bad Batch eventually, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That
we'll
would be
definitely
cool,
see
yeah.
him, but he was annoying in Rogue One.
The thing is,
Annoying.
I would rather see him than the Dr. Pershing, in the mountain complex.
I would rather see Vader than any of them.
I kind of want to see both him and Moff Gideon together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to see Mandalorian stuff.
Might as well see Galen, right?
Yep.
You
I
know,
would actually want to see what happened to Death Watch.
to who?
Death Watch.
Oh, Death Watch.
Did they ever
I doubt-
explain that in Rebels?
I don't think so. I don't think they
Sort of.
did it in comics either. Like, they touch on it from here to there, but they never explain fully what happened to the Death Watch itself.
Didn't the Death Watch just become the Shadow Collective for the? No.
No, it split like after Pre-Vizsla's death in the duel against Maul and Mandalore. Part of them went with Maul and became Crimson Syndicate, and the half of them stayed with Bo-Katan. I think that's her name, sister of the.
That's what happened then. Yeah,
Duchess Satine.
Sounds about right.
Half of them
She's-
stayed with Bo-Katan Kryze, and I think they just call them the Night Owls now instead of Death Watch.
Really? Ah, come on.
I think that's basically what happened, or maybe they're still considered Death Watch.
I mean, Death Watch is it sounds way better and has such way more history with Legends as well.
Oh yeah.
Like
agree.
all of the Old Republic, Jedi Mandalore Wars, like everything. Even during the Sith Wars, like 100 Year Darkness, Siths use Mandalorians, especially Death Watch.
Yeah.
I was reading on Wikipedia, and apparently Death Watch, at least in Legends, was still around in the Galactic Civil War era.
I mean, they survived like from the times of the before 100 Year Darkness and before Rise of the Sith till the post Episode 6, a long time like descendants of Luke Skywalker, like his grandkids. We had Death Watch then.
Well,
By the way, what do you think? Will we get the concept of Mandalore in
Doubt it.
canon?
Doubt it. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. Don't care too much to be.
I mean, it would be amazing to see one Mandalorian like in during the Revenant time period. That all of the Mandalorians start following him and go back to their old base. Like
I
concept
just
of Mandalore.
recommend KOTOR.
Yeah.
KOTOR
Indeed.
solves that problem very, very
pretty
well.
much, yeah.
Indeed.
Definitely.
So, what do you guys think about season 2 of the Bad Batch? What do you think they're gonna do with the show? Do you think it's gonna be more fillers? Like Sid missions or whatever?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Half of it's going to be filled.
yeah. I kind of have that feeling as well.
I'm hoping they
Like,
kind of
you're
move
gonna-
away from Sid.
Yeah.
I
I
hope
know.
they do the same thing they did with Rebels.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure
Give
they're
it
gonna follow
Clone
their.
Wars.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna follow their regular, do a really cool season, like episode 1, and they'll do like something crazy mid-season, and then finish it off with. Well, hopefully the end is better than season 1.
You know what's very stupid, honestly? I've noticed that even the season finales for Star Wars Resistance had a 40-minute episode.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Like I didn't watch the series because it's unbearable. But yeah, I've learned that the last episode was 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I
only
even
25.
forget that resistance even existed.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure now you reminded me. And now I
I
hate you
never
for
actually
it.
even watched a trailer for that.
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
even know it existed. So yeah.
I tried to give it a shot, and then I just stopped after 5 minutes. I couldn't bear it.
I'd rather put a bullet in my head than watch that. It's way better. Just put a
Honestly,
bullet in your head.
For me,
here's an honest
honestly,
question.
I actually went towards live action shows, not Star Wars or superheroes or anything, like old school live action shows, like cops, robbers, and things like that. Comedies lately than anything.
Why?
I don't know. It's somehow more interesting, and when you have a show that's running like for 10 or 12 years, and you have like 10 or 12 seasons, and then you bench watch it. I mean, it's fucking great.
Oh yeah, like Stargate was like that. It had 10 seasons, ran from 97 to 2007.
Oh, yeah, Iron, I wanted to tell you, I'm on episode 6 of Reboot now. For season
really?
1. Yeah, I'm still in season 1. I know you guys said not to really watch that one, but I'm doing it anyway because, it's actually
I'm
not too
actually
bad.
planning on watching Doctor Who.
Oh, cool.
I'm
You know, if
I'm
you
gonna
wanna
probably go
watch-
back and watch season 1.
If you want to watch something, go ahead and watch Stargate. That's a really cool show. I
It's
started
so
watching it.
good.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
And my other full episodes on YouTube, or do I have to pirate them?
Oh, by the way, what's going on with Cobra Kai?
Oh, yeah, I'm.
Anything new about season 4?
I heard Cobra Kai was pretty good.
It is. I
Definitely. It's
watched the
amazing.
whole series. Totally worth it.
I remember when I first found it. I was finishing high school back then. Like I had like 2 or 3 weeks till the end. I remember I bench watched season 1 and season 2 till the end in like a day and a half. No sleep, no nothing.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
I went to a class. I was like, I don't see very good.
You know why it's so successful and why people love Cobra Kai so much?
because they make fun of woke trash that's all in around the real world.
I mean, not only that, but the thing is, they really paid homage to what came before, like in a really good way. It was very respectful to the movies and the lore that came before it, and of course, the anti-woke stuff was fabulous. Because no Hollywood series or movie dares go against the narrative, and they did it, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because fuck.
I mean, season 1, like, and put that cool song in. You do know that's going to cost you. What? I have the cassette in my car. Put it in. Send it to internet.
The fact he doesn't know how to use the internet was just golden.
Definitely.
Because it just shows how out of touch Johnny is with reality.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's just old school.
lately, I've been thinking all of the good movies and shows actually stopped after 2012 or 13. Like in general, the shows they started playing safe. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
this is Arrow.
Yeah.
PW. Season 1 of Arrow and season 2, amazing.
Yeah.
Then it went kind of downhill. Then it kind of came back in season 5. Then it again went downhill in season 6. Flash, season 1, amazing. After season 2, season 3, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, basically, it's like a different era in general for entertainment. Like the difference between 2010 and 2020 is huge when it comes to entertainment. It feels completely different, if you ask me. Like, I remember even like 10 years ago, there was no woke trash, not even close to this. Yet today, this magnitude of propaganda and all that bullshit is unbelievable. It's you can't compare it to how different it is.
I mean, the stories themselves, the stories were then so nice. Like, maybe sometimes it was cheesy. For example, when I was younger, I didn't like the movies that were like bad quality and things. But over the time, when I started watching like Predator, Alien, Rambo, and all of those old movies, the footage itself, recordings weren't like. I stopped thinking about it and just focused on the characters and the story. It's way better. And back then, movies didn't have gigantic budgets and everything. They were made like you have. If you get $1 million or $2 to make a movie, oh, that's fucking great for you. And today we have movies that have millions and millions put in them, but somehow they're not the same caliber like the movies from 80s to 90s.
They're not putting that money to use in making new special effects or hiring good writers. They're just using it to play safe and just do the same repetitive cycle over and over again so people don't have to see new advances in anything. They don't want us progressing. They want us to just stay in this area of time and just say everything's fine, don't worry about it.
I mean, look at this. Try to find movies that will be look good like Terminator. Okay, Terminator 2 is definitely the best out of everyone, out of the 5. Then you have Star Wars. I mean, Episode 4 was amazing for the time it came out, still to this day. Then you have Rocky. Then you have Predator, Alien. You have Friday 13. So many things. Batman 89. Like, so many amazing movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
All right,
today,
guys. Well,
you maybe get like a movie like CGI and everything. It's great,
You know what?
but the story is so boring.
We should all watch it during a live stream. We should all watch The Room. That's a masterpiece.
Well,
You
that'll
want
be
a
fun.
better-
Yeah.
hold on.
Did you guys ever watch The Room?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
Oh, then you guys haven't lived. No, seriously though, it's like it's so bad it's good, basically.
Maybe we should give Who Killed Captain Alex a go as well.
Oh, definitely.
We're at it.
Definitely.
No, Tommy Wiseau is a king, honestly.
And there's another one like First Action again. That movie. If you didn't watch that, goddamn, you're missed out.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there.
Tom,
All right, guys. Well, when we're done with the episode, do you guys want to just go ahead and cut it here?
If it's okay with everyone else.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Also,
Well,
let's just before we cut it, let's just go through shortly what we're gonna do in regards to the live streams in future weeks or whatever. We've been kind of coherent in regards to these live streams for the past 16 weeks. So I don't know what we're going to do after this. Maybe just take a pause in regards to the streams, maybe make some random ones from time to time on random topics. They usually turn out much better than these ones, as far as I can tell.
Really
Like
do.
when we generally just talk about whatever instead of choosing a topic, you know. So I don't know. What are we gonna do, huh?
I
You
mean, we
guys
can
have
try
any
to do one in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like that.
I mean,
No.
that's honestly a good question.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, what I want to do specifically is I really want to sit down, get better because I'm really sick right now,
Okay.
and just work my ass off on some actual lore videos and stuff like that because I really miss that. We've been really rusty this year, been going like shit, like been going really bad. So I really just want to sit down and work on the good old stuff that we used to make.
Yep.
I don't know.
Dude.
indeed. Yeah,
Good
looks
luck.
like we're just going to be focusing on the lore videos these upcoming weeks, I guess. And then from time to time,
yeah.
yeah, and the mini stories or whatever. So what I was about to say is, yeah. With that said, do you want to go ahead and cut it?
Yeah, why not? I mean, the thing is, just before we cut it, we really need to get out of this shit because we're in deep trouble in regards to the channel. Like, Seriously, though, it hasn't been going this bad ever.
Yeah.
And we either have to get out of this hole or just quit. Those are the only two options. We need to get ourselves out of this problem because we can't pay the bills, or we get a job and just be done with it. I don't know. It's been going really, really, really badly.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And the thing is, like, when you look at views on other channels as well, it looks like just Star Wars as a whole is not paying off.
Yeah. Star
Such
Wars
a shame.
is dying, except for theories. That's from what I can see.
Yeah, he's got all the views.
Great, but everyone else is going really badly.
I don't know what is up with that. I think they screwed up the algorithm or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think that I've noticed that that it's been going downhill for a lot of channels, including ourselves, since the Gina Carano stuff.
Yeah, pretty much 6 months ago, that's when the views kind of dropped.
And honestly, I mean, I'm glad in regards to what happened there that Disney, I mean, not that she got fired, but that it's going good for her after what happened,
Yeah, her new movie got revealed.
And I'm glad that fans are pissed about it. I was too. They should be and support her. But the thing is, it's been really bad for generally being a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yep.
Especially us.
What happened? That's all I want. That's all I want to know is just where did it go wrong?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just gonna sit down and start writing some Star Wars stories, and hopefully people gonna like it.
All right. Well, with that depressive ending, let's go ahead and cut it here. All right, man.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna make we're gonna get our Patreon and everything in order because we have no other choice. We have to do it at this point. So yeah, for all those watching, we're gonna get everything in order because we have no choice at this point. YouTube ain't cutting it anymore. So yeah, we'll just end it, huh?
Yeah, you just keep talking, man. What can I say? All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone for coming here and talking with us, and we'll hope to see you in the next one.
There is no next
The
one.
next random one I was about to say.
Whatever the topic will be.
Exactly.
Could be anything.
Exactly. All right, boys.